Muhammad Ali's a girl. That's the name. I couldn't remember. It was Wilt Chamberlin. And then Muhammad Ali stands on a chair to be as tall as Wilt, so he could look her in the eyes. The first thing you know, give us a bigger picture. First thing you notice about this huge man, and I use the term very loosely, is the lack of structure. Look, where's the bones? Everything should be jutting out. Where is my place to put Mama's spicy meatball? In fact, at 7 foot tall, it shouldn't be a meatball, it should be a meatloaf. That I could fit between your mastoids. For sure. Wilt Chamberlain's got tiny high set ears, look. Remember, she's 7 foot tall, she's got a big egghead. She's got a big one. But it's still, if that was a man, that head would be so much bigger. I can't even explain it to you. That size. I don't think I've ever sat next to someone who's 7 foot tall, you know, properly known them and looked at them genuinely, you know. The scariest moment I've ever had in my life, I'm not kidding you, I was in a leisure centre in London, and I was playing a game, and like a 10p slot machine game, arcade machine, and I was playing this arcade game, I can't remember what it's called, but I was playing it, and I did this move where you're supposed to like glitch half the level and then grab all the loot and finish and go into the next level fully looted, and I messed it up, and it was like surround sound. It was like the voice of God laughing at me. It truly stunned me, because it was the deepest voice as well I've ever heard laughing. Like, not Lenny Henry, Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno had a big laugh, and it was like that type of laugh that I heard laughing, but it was booming down over me really loud, and I thought, what the... I honestly didn't know what to think. I didn't know if it was coming out of the game or whatever, and for some reason I decided to look up. Bearing in mind, I was 12 years old, so I'd have been 4 foot and a nub end still. I was tiny. And there was the biggest basketball player I've ever seen in real life. He wasn't famous. He was just a huge, massive, black basketball player. And his laugh was right above me. He was like, oh. He was still laughing when I looked up. And I was just like... Oh my gosh, you are the biggest man I have, and he is still, that is the biggest man I've ever seen in my life. He was massive. Literally, when he put his hand up on the machine in front of me, his hand was just like, it was literally like a giant's hand. I've never seen a man hand like it. And don't get me wrong, Wilt Chamberlin, Shaquille O'Neal, the big women, they've got big hands. But a big man hand is totally... when you look at the difference in male and female hands and the skeletons, and you know the difference, that the male hand is going to be so much thicker, the bones are going to be so much thicker, as well as size of palm. It's the size of the palm that really does it on a man. Don't get me wrong, these women have got big enough hands to catch a ball. Like, I can't do that. My hand would be way closer to the bottom doing that. It won't be spread across it, because I'm not a big, tall woman like that. She got more reach than me. She's taller than me. But this is the trick. Nobody expects them to do this, right? To grow women this tall and remove the breast. Amazonian princesses. You know, in stories, they tell you that this is what the warriors were scared of. They're Amazonian princesses. I'd be scared as well if you went into a war in a jungle in the Amazon, expecting to see the women, and they all look like this. Wouldn't you be scared? I'd be scared. Women with beards. Hey, baby, how are you doing? No thanks. I like my women like dolphins. Not fishy, just smooth. Wilt Chamberlin. Let's put your name into my back file. Wilt. WC 33. WC Fields. Wilt. See, that should find you. Searching. We're looking at Wilt Chamberlin. I suppose she is one of the biggest names in basketball. I could name a few basketball players: Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, etc. This would be one of the names. If someone mentioned it, I'd know who I was talking about. Is that you on the beach, Wilt? Oh, there's something very wrong with those trousers, Wilt. Can't explain it. Let me think about it. Oh yeah, what the is that? How big is your zipper? When's the last time you pulled your trousers up over your belly buttons, lads? Because you're looking at female hips. It's a very tall woman, a very athletic, sporty woman. That's as above, so below. I'm seeing right there. I really am. It's a crappy picture now. Wilt Chamberlin. What is he stuff? What is she stuffed down there? Undies. Look at the state of them trousers. Why is she wearing jodhpurs? She going horse riding. Wilt Chamberlin. WC 33. And we're out of pictures. She's not famous enough walking. Let's see what we've got. Elbows out. Inline footfall. Where's your big bulge gone now? Just a minute ago it looked like you had a King Edward spud down your undies. And now it looks like you're smuggling budgies. Oh, you've left footprints. That's going to be nice. Dang it. You can just see them, look. In line. I can't see the one after. That's a shame. There's a nice. Oh, we've already seen that one. Seen that one. Is that the Chamberlain family? Oh my! Look at the size of Dad's neck. Look at that, and he's got a nice neck as well, hasn't he? That looks like the artist Bob. What's his name? Bob Ross. Bob Ross, 2 first names. They love to tell you, don't they? They love to give them 2 first names. Elton John, Buddy Holly, John Wayne, Bruce Lee, Wilt Chamberlin. Final answer, it's a girl. Given away by his wife's neck. Wilt's a girl. I can't see any other gates. Let's go over to here. Let's post that one. Wilt Chamberlin, are you there? Yes, she is. Wilt Chamberlin. Create. Done. Let's come back, close that window, open up a new one. Hugh Grant, who did I forget to post? Look, I'm doing these videos and whoever's asked for it, I didn't even post your video. Dana White. And you know I can't go back, I don't go back. I've got a long road in front of me. Dana White.